news, though. If you can see, there's only one name tag here. It's just me. Oh, don't sound so sad. Colin, unfortunately, doesn't arrive until 4:30. So he's not going to be here to, again, don't sound so sad. So it's just me. So yay! And that's all I have. So let's start. What do we do? Do we start with questions? I don't know what to do. I was just told to come out here.
You have to sing.
No. That really wasn't my voice. That was someone else's voice. Just kidding. It was me. But I won't torture you with that, I promise. Is someone out here to help me? I'm actually being really serious. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Talk about the show.
I'm supposed to talk about the show. Hi, my name is Eureka. I play a character named Joe Lupo on a TV show called Eureka. Eureka is a show about a small town of very unique individuals. What was it, 40 some odd years ago, 50 years ago, Albert Einstein wanted to create a safe haven for all of the geniuses of the world and the best of the best so they could create new advancements in science, and he created Eureka, and now we are the upstanding citizens that live in Eureka. What do you want to know? My character, I would hope all of you guys watch the show. Do you guys watch the show? So I'm telling you a bunch of stuff you already know. You're like, shut up, we already know that. Okay, so what do? Does someone you want to ask me a question? My favorite moment? Oh, can I give it like a really lame answer? Every day that I work. I love my show. I love my co-stars. Our crew, our cast, our writers, the 5 years we've been in production, it's been nothing but fun, and we all get along, and I mean that. I don't just say that. We actually all really get along and really, really cherish each other and want to make a great show, and I think it shows in sort of the end result with each episode. I think you can tell that there's really great chemistry with all of us. Yeah, I have so many favorite moments. The show is just so much fun. So, yeah, good question.
If anybody has questions, we actually are going to start lines, one here and one on the other side of the room, and then you can be microphoned and everybody can hear your question.
That's a fabulous idea. Wow, that's really good. That's a great idea.
How would you like to see your character improve?
Yeah. Who said that? My character's perfect. You know what? This season has been, I'm sorry, were you saying something else?
Just where would you like to see your character go? How would you like to see your character grow?
Okay. I really am still picking food out of my teeth. I was so starving when I got here that they threw an apple at, not threw, but like they gave me an apple and I just stuffed it down my face, so I'm like, I still have apple in my teeth. You know what, this season has been, in my opinion, the best season. I don't know if it's selfish reasons. I don't know if it's selfish reasons because I have more to do. Or if it's because you know what, I think collectively, I think the show's just sort of gone to new heights. And the storylines have been a lot of fun and really, really creative and interesting. And I don't know, I'm going in so many great directions this season. I've had my heart broken and ripped to shreds and put back together and ripped again. And I have a new, everyone's seen the show Up to Date? Yay! I have a new job, which has been a lot of responsibility. Carter and Joe are essentially partners in the new timeline, which has been a lot of fun. We've got new characters on the show, which we're all having a really great time working together. I don't know, you know what, whatever they throw at me, I'll take it. I'll love it. There you go. Next question.
Hey, you kind of just covered it. I was going to ask how you felt about the new season and the different role changes and the acting with some of the actors and them being different than they were in the first few seasons.
Yes, I did just cover that, but I love to talk, so I'll say more. Hey, I think everyone has had a really, really great time with the change. Not only do, we have new relationships, we have new, new jobs, new sort of, old feelings, new feelings, and like all of it is sort of collectively finding its way. Some people know, some people don't. We've all got this, like, our own little secret between the five of us. Excuse me. So, it's just been a really, really, really fun season. Really, a lot of like really cool, real live emotions to play, and yeah, it's all good. You're welcome. Thank you. Next question.
Since he's not here to defend himself,
I love pretending to defend Colin.
oh no, I actually was wondering if you have any cool on-set dirt about Neil Grayston.
I love pretending to defend him too. Neil said, that's terrible. What would you like me to tell you? I feel like we're all conspiring against them. It's all you. I feel really special right now. You guys are happy it's just me, right? Yay! Even if you're lying, I appreciate it. You know what? I don't. Neil is really funny. He's very quick-witted. He's absolutely goofy and ridiculous, and you can see it as he plays Fargo. I don't have any dirt. And as a co-star, I have to keep those secrets. It's in my contract. I could get sued.
But they're not here.
You're right, but that television camera will never tell that.
I just
They
wanted
would
to
tell
ask,
on you.
a lot of actors get a chance to increase their role, I should say their representation of the character by adding nuances or being able to ad-lib. Do any of the actors on the show have that freedom, or have you done anything to define your character?
I laugh because yes. Colin, most of all. His character on so many levels is all him. Colin, in my opinion, is sort of like hi. Colin on so many levels is like a Jim Carrey. He's so goofy and so funny, and he ad-libs all the time. I do, probably more this season. I can't really think of anything specific, though, that I would, that I've ad-libbed. But, yeah, anything that's, you know what, the characters have so become a part of us that, like, anything we do say or we don't say, it just feels normal, or it feels real. So, I don't know, I can't think of anything specific, though. But, yeah, there's a lot of that, and we have a lot of freedom. The writers and the executives trust us with our characters to sort of play true to them in whatever we do come up with. So, does that answer your question? I told you I talk a lot. It's lying. Okay, next question.
All right, you and Joe Lupo, anything alike personality-wise?
No. Yeah, I think over the years I've become a lot more feminine, but growing up I was a tomboy. I scratched up my knees, I used to weightlift, I boxed, I was in martial arts, I beat up every boy I could see. Yay! And you know what, I think the first time I wore a dress was to, I think, my father's 50th birthday. And that was 7 years ago. And I'm older than a teenager now. And he actually said to me, he goes, that's the first time I've seen you in a dress since you were 5. So I think over the last probably 7 years, I've become a little more feminine. But yeah, there's a lot of Joe Lupo in me, definitely.
Hi.
Hi.
How much of the plot do you know in ahead? Or, like, for example, with this season, did you guys just come in to read one day and the writers are just like, so you're all going back in time?
That would be cruel. But no, they did. They actually did phone. They did phone each of us and let us know probably about a couple months before we started production. And they just called us and said, so this is what we're planning on doing. What do you think? And I think all of us were pretty stoked. So Yeah, no, they did. They were kind enough to give us a bit of advancement. But yay.
Hi.
Hi.
One of my favorite things about Jo is she's just a total butt-kicking kind of girl.
Yeah.
And that's one of the qualities that I absolutely love about her. What are some of the other qualities that you really like about the character of Jo?
I love how confident she is. I love that she trusts herself. She trusts in what she believes. She has good morals. She has a great respect for her friends and for the people that are important to her, and the team is important to her. She's got a lot of really great moral qualities that I like, and she's strong. Yeah. And I'm strong. Yeah. You guys bored of me yet? I can play Colin. That's what Colin would be doing if I was here answering questions, if he was here. Okay, next question. Hi.
Okay, this is one you can tell on Joe Morton and Neil Greystone. And how much trouble do they have learning all these scientific terms that they have to spout?
You know what? They're two of the people that are really, really great at it. Who also has a really kind of freaky knack for it. It's Malameder, who plays Zane. He memorizes that stuff in a second, and it just rolls off of his tongue. It's actually quite shocking. And his only fault in that is that they keep writing him to say more and more and more and more because he does it so well. But Neil and Joe, yeah, they're pretty good at it. They don't have any problems. I won't name anybody who does though. Next.
Okay.
Hi.
Better?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Hi. I wanted to say I know Eureka's a show about smart people and brains over brawn, but it's nice to see butt kicking Joe, like in this season's premiere when you took on 8 soldiers at one time.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. And because sometimes you just have to punch somebody. It's one of those things.
Sometimes.
And I was just curious, would you like to see more of that? Even though it is a smart show, would you like to see some of Joe use a lot more of her special forces butt-kicking techniques?
Absolutely. That was one of my biggest requests going out of last year. Going into this season, it's, in my opinion, a waste. If you have a character that has special forces and is supposed to be strong and tough and have all these tactical skills, I think it's a huge waste to not utilize them. So that was one of my biggest requests, and it was answered. So I think this season I've had a lot more to do, and I think there's a lot more to come. So, yeah. Thank you for your question. Next.
My question kind of ties into that one. I was going to ask
You can't take his question, I'm sorry. That was his question.
In the premiere of the season, when you make your epic entrance on the motorcycle and the fighting, how much of that was you and how much fun did you have?
You know what? I wish I could say the motorcycle stuff is me. I don't ride a motorcycle. That wasn't me. The fighting was all me. So I did have a wonderful stunt girl who actually did do the motorcycle stuff. There was me on the motorcycle, but that was all green screen and a fan blowing in my hair, but she actually did the crash. But the rollover and all the fighting and flipping guys and stuff, that was on me. So, anyways. I told you I was strong. You didn't believe me just because I have long hair and makeup.
We're on.
Hello?
Hello. Joe has had, not a multitude, but several romantic encounters with various characters over the time.
I was going to say something really wrong, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. No, I can't. No, I can't. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. Can I say the word whore?
I wasn't going to go there, but it says...
I heard a no in the back.
I'll say it rhymes with schmore. Okay? But, so being a schmore, you've been with dog catchers, you've had, computer games, various other people. Which one of you felt that you actually had the best charisma